missed you guys. Hopefully you had some good time away. I saw Lois was cruising in the rain. I know it can be scary. I remember days riding my motorbike in the rain, especially when living in the lower mainland of Vancouver. That was, it was almost a daily occurrence riding in the rain. So, hello Pat, hello Lois, hello James, hello Linda, hello Becky. I have to look up over on that monitor for the chat, unfortunately, because the chair that the other monitor used to sit here is gone. So, I had to get rid of it. So, just a temporary basis. Oh, the fly's back. I even had to fly swatter. I was getting my ninja skills out, man. Let me tell ya. I may have to turn the fan on if he starts to bug me. Tanya, don't like it to fly. Fly it, take me. Get me all crazy. Hello, Bernadette. Hello, Chris. Hello, Tracy Quilts. Hello, Charlotte. Hello, Donna Faye. Hello, Pamela. Hello, Kathy.
Can't turn the fan on with this.
No? Okay, then I'll just have to deal with the fly. We'll get him. The mic is actually up here on the camera instead of on me. So, hello, Bettina. Hello, James, and these guys little rugrats give him a hard time. So, hello, Charlotte Vander. Hello, Sass. Hello, Claudette. Hello, Tina. Hello, June. Hello, welcome, hello everybody. Don't forget to give. Oh, thank you, Lois. Appreciate that. So, I have all of my I guess squares fabriced around. We quilted up 4 the last time. I was just trimming the last one out of the 4, and then we have more to quilt up. So that's what we're going to do today. And Chad, just kind of take it easy. You know what I mean? I've had very busy weeks. You should see it. There's nothing under my desk. Nothing except for the printer. And that's like that. I can't. I'm hoping to leave it this way when we get to the new spot because I'll have places for all my little knicky knacks. But it is beautiful. All I got is my pedal. That's it. I love it. And most of my desk is all cleaned up. So things are happening. Yeah, moving. Yeah. I've discovered a few things I had misplaced. So, and I got my travel case all ready to rock with me there, Mr. James. I've got a few more things I want to put in it. It's in my little pile I'm taking with. So, and of course, Nomi's coming with in his little wheelie case. And I'm going to put in whatever I can in the pockets and stuff like that. I got my little cutting mat. And I won't have an iron, but there'll be an iron in the hotel anyways if I want to do something in there. So, or at the other place. Yeah, I am finding all the things. Yeah, exactly. I knew I had bought, when everybody was needing elastic, and I literally had just been to the store because I needed some to do the bottom of bed sheets, to make top sheets into fitted sheets. Okay, so I had some elastic on hand, but of course it was a little bit thicker than normally that you would use for a mask, right? But I could have used it in the waistband of a couple of pants that are kid pants that I needed to kind of take in a little bit, so on and so forth. And of course I found like the big stash of that. I'm like, well, you're like a year and a half late. That's okay. You can hear an echo.
I don't hear an echo.
You don't hear an echo? Anybody else hear an echo? Cheers, nice hot cuppa. I even still have the tea bag still steeping in there. So always give the bag a squeeze. No echo, says Sherry. Okay. How is Kathy Quilts today? I had a great time at Missouri Star Quilt Company birthday bash. Went most of their shops, came home, and lots of trips. Very nice, Donna Faye. Very nice. I bet that was an awesome adventure. Oh, because your room is empty. Probably the whole rack behind me is you're gonna see the mess of the back door, but that's got to go anyways. We got some young lads coming at about 4 o'clock today to move some TVs from the basement up so we can recycle them. This is all done and quilted. I quilted it up with bells, but the fabric rack that used to hang out behind here was full and is empty now. Everything's been put away. So Which reminds me, I need to dig out the the binding for this. So, yep. Actually, the people who purchased the house wanted to come and see it last night. They were supposed to be here at 5, and then they had to change plans and didn't come till 7. Well, I was like almost so exhausted. Like I was like, it's my bedtime. But I'm actually kind of glad. We were gonna leave, and I was like, we were gonna leave at the 5 o'clock one, just so we weren't here to just distract or whatever. Obviously, take Sophie with us. But at 7, I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm too tired. I'm just way too tired. I don't want to drive anywhere. I don't want to be anywhere. I just want to be at home. So I had Sophie on the lead, just outside in the yard. We just walked the yard a little bit and stuff like that. So they were super nice couple with a young little munchkin, and I was telling them I used to be the crossing guard for 12 years at the school, and then there was like, oh, so lots of people know you, and I said, yeah, and I know lots of people here, and you guys are gonna fit right in. So nice young couple. Yeah, they talked about actually expanding, probably that way and that way. So hey, all the more power to them. Just empty your. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully it's not too bad. Because we only have, it's this weekend, right? And then we have the 16th and then the 23rd, and then that's it. And then we're off for 2 weeks, 2 full weeks. So because of moving. So the long arm's getting broken down on the 20th or 21st, not quite sure. And we're hoping to film that, because I know there was a couple of quite curious peoples on the breaking down of the long arm. And of course, when we get it set back up, we'll film setting it back up too. So that'll be exciting. Yeah, definitely. All right, so those, like I said, all my little blocks are done. In that aspect, I still obviously need to quilt them. This was the one I was just trimming up before I was I thought, oh, I better get some of these ironed and trim. Nothing to absorb the sound. Sorry. I said well to you. I was happy with the breakdown price. Let's just put it that way. So, nice hot cup. Cheers, everybody. My daughter's wedding reception is tomorrow evening. We are so, wonderful, Connie Joe. Oh, amazing. Congratulations to her. Well, to all of you, obviously. Because you just inherited somebody new in your family too, right? Yeah. It's probably, well, it's right, yeah, then it's right there. Right there. You can see it. It's there. My quilt is almost finished just binding to make and fix tomorrow. So happy I started something. I am too, June. Some people lost their mojo, and it's understandable. Things set you off, or you just don't want to do something, or, something tragic happens, and I understand that. Trust me, I do. But if it's one of those things that gives you joy, then maybe just kind of puttering at something for a little bit, not necessarily taking on a full quilt project, but I mean, you can make a mug rug or a Christmas ornament, or, something like that. Or take on a project with somebody if you don't want to do something by yourself, ask a family member to come over and say, hey, let's do so-and-so, or what for Christmas for the homies this year or something, come up with a plan. And I said homies. Homie nomies. And of course, I'm trying to keep this as square as possible. Okay, so I am lining it up on the squares on my board. Trying to make sure they are as flat. And then I'm trying to just take off just what I need to make sure the binding is going to go all the way around. So I was thinking, should I just use one binding for all 12 of them, like one color? And it's not this right red. Like I have a Christmas red. Like this is too pinky red, that's too darky red. And the other ones are just almost like an apple or cherry sort of red, not necessarily a Christmas. I have a Christmas red. And I don't think it really goes with it. So I thought black. And I thought, well, maybe just even a plain gray, but there's no really gray in it. So, any thoughts? Anybody? Callie girl? Little operation, what's going on? Is she getting fixed? Green. I could probably do it scrappy green, Lois. I still got my scrappy green bucket. It hasn't been taped up yet. Okay, I like that idea, actually. Scrappy green. Or green, but, you know, it'd have to be. Just deal with it, Sass. Deal with it. Alright, so here's the ones I do have finished. So here's the 8 Maids Milking. 8 Maids Milking. And, of course, it has this plaid fabric on the back for these 4. I thought I might be able to piece another one together with the leftover bitty bobs of that, but we can deal with that later. Other than that, I have a nice red plaid here to deal with. And then here's the little hens, 3 French hens. Okay. And then 11 pipers piping. 11 pipers piping. And then 5 golden rings. Okay. And of course, they're not all the same size. They're not done up the same way. I did them my way. I did them whatever way I wanted. Surprise. We have to have her there 7:30 a.m. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Hello, April. Hello, hello, hello. See, even even April's rocking it. Got batting all stuck between the cutty parts. What's going on? What's going on? As long as it's not green. All right. We got some good stuff done on the weekend. We emptied the big blue storage unit, so that was very exciting. It's getting moved soon, maybe even on Monday, and we're hoping to film a bit of that as well, because that would be kind of neat to see, because that's been sitting in its spot for about 11 years. So I'm just hoping nothing's living underneath of it. It comes running out as it goes up. That's what I was like, this could be interesting. Oh, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Here, Lois. Okay, I'm sure there's lots of little fall panels, you know, that you can pumpkins and corn and stacks and all that sort of fun stuff. Hello, Sharon. Take all the food dishes up at 10 p.m. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, I bet. I bet evil looks galore. It's like, it'd be like mutiny going on between the animals. All right, so here is that red plaid, a tartan, whatever you want to call it. It's got a green heart apple. The batting. Yeah, it's actually Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend. So happy Canadian Thanksgiving to all those Canadians and doing their thanks and their givings. So, yes. We are going to save that turkey celebration for our new place. So we are going to be busy making sure all of the little boxes are being ticked off on our list this weekend. To make sure that we are well and ready for when the movers arrive. We're not holding them back. We're not, you know what I mean? Everybody's happy. Okay, let's pop a few pins in, then we'll do some trimming. I should, Elaine. Actually, I have some little tiny ones here. The teddy bear's already been packed, but that is a great idea, Elaine. I just might have to. Little Christmas bear with a little tartan. A little tartan kilt. To be a lovely one. That'd be awesome. Little Spartan. Keep his little honey snacks in. Yes, happy Thanksgiving, Elizabeth. Yes, to all those Canadians or all those Americans who want to be Canadians. Yeah. You can have a turkey too. You guys, the Americans, celebrate Turkey Day, their Thanksgiving, the day before my birthday. The day before I turned 50. was nice to know you all will be celebrating. I know it won't be for me, but I can just imagine all the partying's going on, going, woo, Laurelin's 50. Woo. Let's have some turkey and some pie. Where's your mom been there, James? We've missed her around here. Yes, and I take on that challenge. I totally could take on that challenge of knitting that little bear a jumper. We're not all moved yet. The movers will be here in 3 weeks. Actually, we'll be out 3 weeks today. 3 weeks today is our last day here. The last of the stuff will be loaded in the trucks, and it'll be a clean and a tidy and a wipe down, and then we're out of here. So, yep. All right, let's trim on this side first. I know, Lois. It just didn't work out this year. Just the way things went. We had to make sure all of our vaccine passports were all up to date, and we had to fill out paperwork for the provinces we're crossing to get to ours, as well as ours, the next one. So that was, yeah. There's a lot of paperwork there, too. We just have a few pins in because we're just going to do some free motion fun. Just some free motion running around. Loops here. That's the best way to practice, is just trying to get onto some sort of a project like this, and then you get to know your hand placement, your shoulder movements, try not to do this, setting it this way. If you need, you know, an extended table or a drop table, like those are all things that you're going to find that need to be adjusted, right? So got some crazy hair. I know I need a haircut. Oh my gosh. Oh, and the leaves are changing so pretty here. Oh my goodness. It's a vaccine passport. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you have to have proof that you've had both your shots, when you had them, your healthcare is connected. Obviously, your healthcare card's connected. So, yeah. Fun stuff. Yeah, vaccine. Yeah. Not passport. Did I forget the vaccine part? I'm sorry. If I didn't mean to lead you astray there, Miss Sass. I thought I said vaccine passport. There we go. 10 lords a leaping. Boosters? Is that your what they consider a second one, or is that the third one? Because the when Munchkin and I got ours done September 1st, she said that there could be a third shot, and she said, and I looked at her, and she said, and then she volunteered, like it was not the booster, it was just a third shot, and I was like, okay, well, I don't know how things are going, so. Oh, very nice. Well, see how it goes. Yeah, exactly. See how it goes. Okay, I have my free motion foot in my machine. Let me scoot over. Okay. Stuff out of the way. The machine is on. Oh, I got so much crud underneath my wheels. I gotta clean them out. With my water. Booster is the third one. Okay. The way she said made it sound is like it was two separate things. Like we could have a booster as well as a third. I was like, oh, yeah. Okay, so when you need to go into free motion mode, you need to drop your feed dogs, which sometimes is a button behind your machine, the side or the front. Sometimes if you pop your tray out, there's your button to drop your feed dogs. And of course, if you have these lovely magical computerized ones, you can just hit a button and it drops the dogs and they don't move. Or stops the feed dogs from doing their job, which is grabbing the material and moving it, right? So that's their job. I got my free motion foot here. I'm trying to be gentle with my tray. There we go. And I just wanted to make sure it was tightened. I know I did it before, but I just always be sure you don't want to hurt yourself. And it's threaded. I got some gray thread this time around. I realized I wasn't going to have enough of the white to finish everybody, so white, gray, I don't think it's really going to matter. We're just going to eat off of it and have some fun. Does anyone have any ideas on a quilting setup? But do you have a table that you can extend out here? Because that's usually better for your hand placement, and for your shoulders, for shoulder pressure and mobility for you to move. You could be more in the center of your, well, no, I think you would want most of your table to be there because you're going to work. You know, it's kind of hard to say. Having a big enough space to hold a majority of a quilt, like especially if you want to be doing a certain size, is making sure it could hold it. Like, don't put it on a little, don't have your machine and your quilt on a little side table or a little card table or something like that. You need a half decent size table and sturdy enough, I would think. Oh, we can take that October 2nd out. But yes. 2 different kinds of shots? Yeah. Well, most of us did anyways too. Yeah. That's all the extra. And there's little foamy things if you're going to be hand stitching a project or doing one like this and it's big and you don't want to be poked by the pins. There's little foam things you can pop on the end of these and they just take right off. They're kind of expensive. I thought I saw on one of the little 5-minute crafts or craft cheats or something like that somebody cut up one of those pool noodles and kind of did the same thing with it with little chunks. But I mean, it looked weird because they were all the same. But whatever. Yeah, we're Alberta and Saskatchewan seem to be having a really hard time on the 4th wave. It seems Ontario was pretty much on it. Our numbers really haven't gone crazy that I know of, but I need more of a tail. Sorry. It's a key thing with this. Give yourself a little bit more of a tail when you're pulling your bobbin thread up. Because trying to grab a little one ain't helping. Needle down, needle up, pull the thread, there we go, and then that's the bobbin up to the top. And then you just kind of want to hold those 2 taut until you get started, just because the thread could have a chance to get like caught up underneath and make like a nesty mess. I had the Pfizer for both, and Munchkin had Moderna. So, and they even, like, the paperwork to get into the other provinces wanted to know what batch you had and everything. I was like, do I even know this? Of course it's on the paperwork, but I didn't know. I didn't see it before, like what batch of Pfizer I had. I was like, oh boy. Oh yeah, well, I had a feeling. I'm actually surprised. I'd be surprised if schools didn't probably go to online just before Christmas, but we'll see. Okay, so foot down. And now remember, the feed dog shouldn't be moving at all. And you can set your stitch to 0, or you just, because as you move it, and the speed you move it is what your stitch length is going to be at. So the smoother you can get in your movements, instead of being like a jerky transition or like jerky starts and stops and then smooth and then jerks, you'll see that. You can always rip that out, but it's a whole learning process. It's just a matter of hands and eyes and feet as you work the pedal, and you're good to go. And of course, if you don't want to go pedal to the metal, then you can always make sure you're moving your speed in the other direction, and then you could, like, if you happen to be a pedal to the metal person, right? So, and it's not going to go as fast as you can't handle, so you can use that to your advantage as well, the speed of the machine. So I'm going to go all the way to the other end because I can. I never heard of mixing. I didn't want to. I didn't think it was a good idea. Hello, Angela McGovern. Hi from the UK. We're in the UK. We lived there for a couple years. Well, 3 years. Hello from Brooksville, Florida. Never been, well, I've never been to Brooksville, but I've been to Florida. I have. Welcome, welcome. Kevin Lee May. Yep. All right, so let's just make a mess. Yeah, actually, I found the blue variegated thread that is for Walt on the long arm, but he does not like it. It shreds, and I was like, so I was hoping to be able to use it on the regular sewing machine. So. Stop with the needle down, and of course I can always lift my foot and twist my project. So make it whatever feels good for me. Hello, aka Sue from Hampshire, UK. Do I have a cold? No, I don't. My allergies could be bothering me though. I have been doing a lot of tidying around here, and it's been very dusty. So that's for sure. So sorry if I sound like I got a cold. I do not. Or it could be the microphone is attached to the upper camera and there's a bit of an echo in here because of the stuff in boxes. The stuff that was around is now in boxes. So I got very little to pretty much pack up. It's more like find the proper lids for the buckets and make sure that they get some masking tape. Oh, Sophie's snoring. I love it when she snores. Stop with the needle down. This out. Hello, Mike. What you doing today? Hello, Mike. Yeah, Sophie snoring away. Hello, Mike. She's doing great. Hello, Mike. Who knew you had an entrance song, eh, buddy? I'm just gonna come right out here. I'm good. Happy to be here with everybody. Cheers to the old cup of Earl Grey. Oh, like I said, I've been dusting like crazy and moving things around and stirring up dust, so I didn't get a chance to vacuum. She lives in trouble zone. If you can't trust doctors, who can you trust? Oh, yeah, no kidding. Oh, did somebody lead her astray? Oh, at least 70%. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's real good. What do I want to do here? I'm just going to do a meander. You got to find that happy medium for the pressure, and the speed. So for me, it's a little bit faster than this, and then because you don't want to be not fast enough, and then you're going to end up with puckers, or it looks like it's pulled, or pinch stitches, or they're too big. Those stitches are way too big. They need to be closer together, right? So it's a matter of just finding that happy little medium spot where your hands are going at the same speed as you like to push the pedal. Find that slower works for you. You may find faster works for you. You may have some awesome and wicked and parkour and, you know, dexterity, hand-eye coordination, you know. So, you know, but you got to find that out for yourself though. You gotta figure out what you like, what you don't like. Sometimes going too fast makes people nervous. Sometimes going too slow, they just don't know where to go, or it's just too slow, right? They're lost in thought. You just have to think of like the next moment of where you want to go. Uh-oh, I'm gonna sneeze. I'm sorry. I sneeze in your ear. No, only one. Excuse me. There's Miss Lana. How you doing? I missed you. Thank you for you and James's beautiful colored Velcro. I've actually thought of quite a few little things to do with them when I get settled in on the other side. I have some, at first I like to display them. I have some classic mason jars, and I want to put them on a shelf, and I kind of want to put each one in a mason jar. So I have this like little, thank you, little mason jar of rainbow beautifulness across my new workspace. Oh, I will. Thank you. Thank you both very much. Thank you, James. I know I said thank you to him when they were here, but I think you missed. I had to go. I don't know, maybe you weren't here. I just wanted to make sure I got my thing coming to you. Hello, Osman. How you doing? I have a question. What size sewing needle for the sewing machine should you use for free motion quilting? Thanks. Okay. Really, any regular needle, like a regular sewing needle, or to an embroidery needle, as it sometimes you're using a finer thread when you're doing some free motion quilting. So just your regular normal stitch, it would be fine. To embroidery, that would be my suggestion. That's what works fine for me. Hello, Sandy. Oh, hey, everyone. How are you? Greetings from the Netherlands. Hello. You're here. Does anybody else use a different needle? And you can always use a 505 spray. Like, if I don't highly recommend, yeah, exactly. 14, 12, 10, you know, anywhere along that line. Where was I going? Oh, 505 spray. I'd say make sure it's 505 because it's like a wash soluble sort of sticky spray that you can spray on a bigger project if you want to keep it together, didn't want to deal with the pins. Just for the fact that it's a good spray and it does hold up well, and you just need a little bit to make it sticky and tacky to make your project so much easier to handle as you're working on it. I used that for the like 2 or 3 queen size quilts that I did on my machine, much smaller than this one. But yeah, that's definitely a good, if you don't like pins or you don't want to deal with the pins, or you know, just want to be able to quilt without having to stop to take things out, to move things around. And definitely the little 505 spray. I have a little bit of it, but not too much. I just kind of left it in for when I needed it for something. Where's your late note? Parents has a lot. I've been doing some work in the yard, painting the house. Mom's been having problems with shortness of breath in her heart. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I responded to them. Yeah, I bet he did. bet you he was hungry. I get really scared that I would mess up my quilt. You can always take it out. You can always take it out. That's the thing. You don't like it? Like, oh, I kind of went this little weird, I don't even know what the heck. It looks like I'm trying to do a bee. Or making a bum or something. I don't know. If I didn't like it, I could stop right here, rip it right out, and then I just continue on working. The worst thing you're going to do to your project is stitch it, you don't like it, you take the seam ripper, you're done. That's it, you know. And exactly what Sass says, and we've been saying that, make some little quilt sandwiches, as that's what they call them. You just get a back, some batting, or a material you don't like or want to get rid of, or as long as it's got some a bit of a thickness to it. And you just go and you play and you feel what's good for you. You may like doing straight lines, and so you're going to chalk them out and you're going to hold steady, or you're going to use your walking foot instead, or, you know, there's many options. Like, give yourself a chance though. You know, don't give up before you even started. Scissors go. Yeah, exactly what I'm doing. Like, this is the perfect thing to start off with. Where's my stuff here? Oh, there it is. I guess I realized I put them back so far. Just want to get rid of the threads that are over here. I found, well, not found, but I've been collecting like long arm threads, the extra bits, or when I had to get rid of a bobbin or whatever. So, anybody want some long arm threads? It's a very beautiful color pack. I mean, it's gorgeous. There was one that was turned. No, I didn't fix it. If there's, oh no! I just saw it. What a dork! Oh no, that's okay. It's okay. It's right here. It's right here. I literally just saw it as I went looking. No, don't apologize. Hey, it's my mistake. Oh no. Because it's already quilted. I quilted it up with jingle bells. Yeah. And with blue thread. A nice bright blue thread. Whoops. Uh-oh. Oh, I knew somebody had said something, but I thought I'd fixed it. I thought I'd fixed it as I went, but I clearly did not. Whoa. It's all super soft thread, right? And they're so pretty. Like, some of the colors are just gorgeous. So I'm like, oh, we'll keep building that bag up. So that's not bad. And there's lots I've thrown out. I probably throw it out just as much as what's hiding in here. So I know, nice blue thread. Well, I thought it just, oh, no, I don't want it in there. That's the garbage. Here. Because it's kind of just helped bring out the blue in the quilt. So, all right, let's move that over here. Turn Nomi back on. Try not to get poked in the arm. Gives a character. I should have looked. I guess I should have looked before I quilted it. I didn't even see it until I turned around. And of course, it's in the lower corner. That's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It was meant to be, or I would have seen it and corrected it. So it is a little bit there, and the microphone's way up here. It's actually up here. I wouldn't charge you anything if you wanted them there, Lana. I'd just mail it to you. I'd just mail it to you, honey. If you want it, and you're saying right there you want it, just say yes, and I will mail them. They are yours. I would love to see what you do with them. I love this blue thread. That's right, the material. So pretty. A little gold, and then the tan, light blue, and a little green. really see where you've stitched. Just gonna have to do a little guestification. Love me a rogue log? Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, exactly. It has to be like, thank you, Osmond. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Have congestive heart failure for many years and they're still holding on, but lately Graham isn't. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, James. That's tough. That's tough. And I'm sorry I keep looking this way. The normal monitor that would be over here and I'd be looking this way to look at the camera and talk. It had to go. So, well, not it had to go, but the chair it was sitting on had to go. So, that's why I'm looking up at the big screen over here. So it's not like I'm ignoring you and I'm not trying to pay attention to you. I am. I just have to force you to look the other direction. Now, that doesn't mean shenanigans go on because I'm looking the other way. Okay? Miss Sass. It's not what I'm saying. I love Mitchell's stunt moves. Oh my gosh, he's going to be like this epic, famous biker with all the stunt moves. And then I'm going to say, I knew that kid when he was just a wee little munchkin. I love it. He's so awesome. He's such a little daredevil. I got a helmet on. A helmet on. Don't worry about me, Graham. Nanny. Or Nana, sorry. Oh, they're yours. I'll just mail them to you. It's all glide thread. It's also really nice, pretty thread. The only thing I could ever think to do with it was like make some sort of a bird's nest. And I'm like, man, there's got to be something better. There's got to be something better out there than just that. So let's give somebody else a challenge. What armor's on his bike? Well, he's learning, right? Being gone for 4.5 months, I have so much quilting to catch up on. Yeah. Well, especially when you love to do it and you've had it like this little project list that you'd like to get through and do and accomplish in regards to, you know, your journey as a quilter, as a sewer, as a crafter, a creator, manipulator of fibers. You know, I've always loved working with fabric, whether it was puppets to doll clothes to bags to, you know, whatever. I made it all and enjoyed it all. What did you miss? Not too much, just working on this. A little chit chat. You okay? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So you're coming to see me? Was shopping online. Oh, that's okay. What'd you get? What'd you get us? Oops, I put the pin right through the batting of this. Wasn't gonna go very far if that was the case. I take the one out the center. Not really, actually. I'm actually using right now. I'm gonna take it off its little spool in the back here. This is actually long arm thread, but it's not the shiny stuff. This is actually, hold on, give me old lady gaggles. This is some of the stuff that Walt doesn't like. It's a permacore, gray permacore. I got a bunch when we purchased it, and of this thread, it was just like, you know, basic. That I got some glow in the dark thread too. That was pretty cool. Lots of browns and grays and some bright colors and blues and stuff like that. So I just used it for piecing for all these years as a way to, you know, stretch my normal thread. In a way, I did pay for it when buying the whole thing, right? So I have used Gutermann thread, which is cotton. I've used 100% polyester. I've used even the mono poly, the clear stuff. I don't suggest it for the long arm, but I do suggest it as a free motion quilting, or even as a stabilizing base for a project. If you wanted to, you know, maybe just go around something, or being able to trapunto or something like that. So, yeah. No, I don't think this is 100% cotton. I think it's a poly mix. Let's see if I can find it in here. It's kind of hard to. No, poly wrap poly. Yeah, so it's poly. But it's good thick kind, because you would long arm with it, right? So I wouldn't pick anything too shiny or too thick. You just want like your normal sewing thread. That's gonna do the trick. What's the Aurifil? Aurifil seems to be a nice one to quilt with. It's smooth, it's cottony. It's got a nice little sheen to it and feel to the thread. You don't want to come too close to the edge here, because you don't want to get your foot caught and then have, you know, come over. That could be disastrous. You could actually break your needle too, so be careful about that. So always try and keep it a little bit away, because you're putting your binding there anyways. So, a big truck just stopped in front of our house. She had open heart surgery on Tuesday. Now we wait to see if she. Oh, fingers crossed. Let me know. Fingers crossed. Yeah. Aurifil's 100% cotton. Yeah, that's what it says. Cottony. It's pretty. They got some nice sheen and beautiful colors to them. Yes, hugs and prayers. Zipperty do done zips to make some pouches. Okay. What is it? Is that a brand of zippers, or is that a project, or? Hello, Diane. What's going on with you today? Happy to see you. Okay, so there we go. 10 lords a leaping, all stitched down for eating. And I'm choosing not to do in the centers of the block. I like them all poofy. So, there we go. Now let's get another one set up. I've been making Halloween aprons. Very nice for your grades. Oh, how awesome. I used to love making my nieces Halloween bags. And I make them to try and match their costumes. That's what I was like, what are you going to be for Halloween this year? And they'd be like, I'm going to be a witch. And then when they changed their mind, like the night of, I'm like, oh, my sister, because I only had a few Halloweens with them, so my sister would be like, they do this all the time. I'm like, but I made a bag specifically. Munchkin was easy, because he was either always a wizard, or he was a, you know, it was always something relatively easy. Alright, let's pick one that's gonna fit. I'm gonna pick one that's gonna fit. And crispy one too, very nice. Oh, isn't it beautiful? And it's a recycle thing, because somebody gave it to me. I, you know, I mean, it could have gone as a piece to a back of a quilt, or probably in a quilt or something like that, but I also like it to the back of my placemats, so that's what I chose. That should be hopefully big enough. Oh, we can go this way a bit more. Is it gonna be enough? It is. It is. It is. It is. It is. Wonderful. The ask me for them didn't realize they knew what aprons were. Yeah, no kidding, right? You're like, you know what this is? Yeah, it was a nice big chunk. I'd only been able to do the 2 out of it, so it wasn't overly huge, right? So I don't know. I just really like it, and I figured if we don't use them on this side, we can use them on the other side. So you know. Let's trim the bottom. Yeah, we got a couple of youngins, men coming to move 2 very large TVs from the basement. So they're going to get recycled. They got to get e-waste, but there's no way Pop and I can get them up the stairs without hurting ourselves. And I'm like, we've had a young man come and help us, to run the stairs for me. He's pretty much been doing whatever I would be doing to help Pop make sure things happen, except he's way faster and way younger. So, and I would go do other stuff that I know I could handle and not hurt myself doing. So, and then I said to him, you got a buddy that can help you move a couple of those TVs upstairs? He's like, yeah. I'm like, awesome. So they'll be here at 4 today. So I have to clean out some of this near the door there so they can come up clearly from the stairs and outside. So I have that work to do after stream today. It's getting there. It's getting there. We got 3 weeks today will be our last day here. The movers will be loading up the truck. We pretty much have next weekend and the weekend after for streaming, both the Friday and the Saturday. That's the goal, is to stream the Friday and the Saturday. And then it's pretty much after the 23rd. Yeah, the 23rd, that weekend. It's break down this, make sure everything's good. The long arm will be done before then. Should be done on the 20th or 21st. So excited about that. Excited but not excited, you know what I mean? So Battenberg lace. Ooh. Bloody sharks. Even though you know how to free motion quilting, do you still do practice blocks to keep up the practice on free motion, if that makes sense? Yes, it does. It does. Especially if you want to try something new. Like, what if you want to do a different sort of star? You wouldn't just start jumping on a project and, I know how to do a star and I think I know how to do it. Maybe do it on paper first, or, a whiteboard holding, I know it's different, but you get at least the motion a little bit where, yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I think she forgets sometimes that we're on Friday, or she's got contractors in her house and she can't. I think she's probably got contractors in her house because she's got some work going on. And of course there was a delay in supply. Well, not necessarily delay in supplies, but there was a kerfuffle with the supplies. Yes, or should live stream the move? Oh, well, we won't live stream it because it's hard when we're we're taking all the equipment and packing it up. Oh, well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where she is. Maybe she's busy. She don't got time for us today. No, I'm kidding. We miss her. I'm not sure where she is though. Hello, Tracy. How's everyone? All good, I hope. Yes, so far so good here. Thank you. Good morning, Cindy from Portland, Oregon. Hello. Welcome from all the way over there. Yeah, we'll do some filming for sure. Yeah, because I want to film the big 20-foot sea can container getting moved. I want to film the long arm getting broken down. I want to film a little bit of them packing and then loading it up on the truck and how they load it, especially the stuff from the shop. I want to see them load that big lathe. Hang out the window with the camera driving along. Yeah, there we go. Don't mind the wind. It's a little blowy at the moment. This looks so much bigger on the camera than it really is. It's just this tiny little thing. It looks like this big huge pole. It's funny. It's not my favorite either, and we did it a lot for a few years. We moved a few places, and it was just kind of like,
So when we moved here, and I think that's why we stayed here so long. It was like nobody wanted to move, and we were like Munchkin. We wanted Munchkin to finish school in the same school. So throughout the whole time of going through junior high and high school. So. Yeah, it'll be less. Well, everything will be loaded 3 weeks today. My girlfriend Gail is actually throwing me a moving away party at her house next Friday. So, so I promised to behave myself. She has to go till 1 a.m. I'm like, I hope she doesn't expect me to hang around till 1 a.m. I'm like in bed by 7:30, lady. This is starting at 6. I'm like, this is Laura Lynn's moving party, and I'll be asleep in the corner in the lazy boy with the dogs. You're like, oh my goodness. Lived in my home for 50 years. Moving would be a nightmare. Yeah, you accumulate a lot of stuff, man. Let me tell you. Oh, we're super happy with it, Diane. We're super happy, and we know what we have the potential to do. We've got 90 acres, 90 acres to play around with, and some of it's farm already that we can continue to farm or get someone to farm for us, or have them farm and we rent it. And then some is there's cows on that use it as a pasture, and then there's a lot of wooded part as well, and there's like there's little highs and lows and peaks and valleys, and it's beautiful. We're just so excited. 90 acres, and then the quilt shop itself is 40 by 24. So I'm going to have so much space. I'm going to be like, so nice to be able to put Walt in the room and be able to walk all the way around him. And, and cameras are not going to be on tripods. They're going to be hanging from the ceiling. And so there's no cables. And it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. And the noise level for Pop to get his work done is going to dramatically improve, because I'm going to be in a whole other building. Because that's really one of the, he didn't work at home at first, right? So when whole 2020 started, the whole isolation, staying home, everybody in the same house 24/7. My work was interrupting his work, but I still had to work. So, and it's not like his work is more important than my work, or my work's more important than his work. Our work is our work, and we both need to do it. So, thank you very much. We're super excited too. Super excited for Munchkin to have his own space. We're gonna build him out a little kitchenette, put a bathroom in there for him. Plans in the future to put a wraparound deck all the way, because it's just it's a bungalow, well, a bungalow with a basement, I guess. He'll have his own like workspace, bedroom space, kitchen space, bathroom space, living room space. Like he's got lots down there to make his own. That's exactly it, right? So exactly, lots of opportunities, activities. Lots of fun to be had. Three rooms. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. Oh my goodness, that is a lot. Oh, that's exactly it, Sass. We need to put in a heat source and replace the windows, fix a few spots, and that's that's what all that money goes for. So, oh, leaving? Gotta go now. See you tomorrow. Yes, you're back. Yeah, we'll be here. 1 p.m. we'll be here. Oh, me too. Well, we'll film as soon as like we're out of the car, and you know, so you can see it fresh and new before any of this stuff gets in there. And then as we're making progress to fix a few things up, and then get this, like some stuff will have to just go in there, and we can fix around it, right? Obviously, because it ain't going all in the house. So we'll just have to do our best to kind of pile things in one zone and then work in that other zone. I'm so excited to be able to have its own building, and with everybody's help that has contributed to those 12-hour streams. It's making the dream come true. How does it feel not to not only move your family, but all of us? We're gonna need a bigger truck. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna need a bigger truck. We're gonna need ourselves a convoy. Bigger one time. Need ourselves a big old truckazoid. Oh. Are we? No, something's going on here. Something sounds weird. I could tell it was sounding weird. Oh, did this get pulled tight? Oh, it did. It got caught. Oh no. Heat is just a luxury. You don't need that. I can't argue with there, Mike. Yeah, no. We were going south instead of a little bit more north. I think I'd agree with you, but we still need the heats. Did that mess up on the back here? Or did it just stop? It just stopped. Okay. Definitely a bigger truck. And y'all better bring your own snacks. I've already got this little container going, like one's for like Sophie's bag and making sure I'm taking all the stuff for Sophie, and then one's are for us, so I'm making sure like there's of course the there's wet wipes, and then there's a thing of toilet paper, and then there's some snacks, and then there's some fruit bars, and it's like the emergency. Yeah, some say snacks. Yeah, exactly. And of course we'll grab some other things, but some drinks. We'll take one of our coolers, soft-sided coolers. Chocolate. Yeah, we'll have that too. No, we don't get to do it. That's somebody else's job. We get to watch them play Tetris, though. we can join that part. We can join watching them play Tetris. I'd say the quilt shop is like 75% done, like for packed up and ready to go. There's a few machines I need to make sure they get in their boxes. One's downstairs for one of my sergers, and I've got wood pellets and Blue Boy's box, so I gotta empty that into something else so I can put Blue Boy back in his box. And then there's another Janome that needs a box, and I can pack a few things around that. So banana, healthy snack for you today. Oh, very nice. Hello, Miss Allison. How are you today, darling? Doing some free motion quilting on the domestic machine. Breaker 19, or 19, yeah. Anyway, come on back. My mom's handle used to be like Miss Cookie or something like that, because she always made the best cookies, they said. I remember over the CB radio hanging out in the kitchen. Her chatting to people. That was the Instagram back in the day. Big CB radio. Yeah, where's your late note? Oh, you're getting harassed by a couple there, Miss Allison. Actually, I have 2 of your quilts done. I could do a show and share if you're okay with that. But only if you're okay with that. Your new machine. Oh, that's right. She did finish. Oh, the joys of a new toy. And it not being even Christmas. Yep. Hello from Peaster, Texas. Hello, Barbara. How are you? How's Barbara Webb today? How's Barbara Webb today? How's Texas? The fall leaves up here in Ontario are just absolutely stunning. Why are you getting so tight? Why are you so tight, bro? Why you got the angry face, eh, bro? No angry face. Testing and driving. Not testing. No testing. No texting and driving. I don't think she is. Oh, I'm driving home from my parents and I'll be with you in a minute. Yes, show and share. Okay. All right, let me finish this and then I'll show and share. I think hubby's driving. I think we're okay. Helping my 80-year-old mother-in-law get signed into verify for our trip to Greece. Oh, that's gonna be so amazing. Oh, to go on that kind of adventure at that age? Oh my gosh. That's gonna be fun and interesting. Well, it's everything she's ever wanted. Got all the way around there. Yes, we did. Okay, so let's this out and this out, and do that there. So give yourselves a tail. Do that. There's this one. That's where we started. There we go. That's where we went crazy. So we went crazy. Greetings from Southwest Ohio, sewing pillow shams to coordinate with wedding quilt I'm making. Oh, Cynthia Cook, how beautiful! Very cool. Very nice. That's always nice to make a nice little matching set. People like that sort of thing. Sorry, I just want to finish my tea before it gets too cold. And then we're going to show Allison's quilt.
Oh, take care, Kathy Quilts. Big hugs to you. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out with us. Okay, so here's one of Allison's quilts. Okay. Beautiful backing. I love the backing. Isn't that pretty? And I used like a peachy kind of corally kind of looking thread. Kind of cool. Can't really see the stitch out on the back, but it's there. You can see it's quite pretty. I love the fabric on this one. I love that little swirl that was going through all the fabrics, and the shine of the fabric is gorgeous. It is very pretty. I don't know about using a smaller stitch. I can't say I've ever used a smaller stitch. There, Cynthia. Is it maybe a looser weave flannel? Or... It is beautiful, isn't it, Lynn? Allison does a gorgeous job on her quilts. Okay, and here's another one. I love this purple backing. It's stunning. And I used a, what did I use? Purple peacock for this. Yeah. Isn't it pretty? Just love all the color in it. And then it's like flowery sort of stitch out to it. Yeah, isn't it pretty? It's one of my new favorite ones. So I just think it really brings it out quite nicely. Sorry. It's just really pretty. And then the back. Yeah. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yeah, so that's Allison's two beauty ones here. You can see a little bit better. I'm trying to show it on my desk there. All right. Then I've got another one on the machine right now. And I should be done that hopefully by tomorrow. Because after stream day, I gotta tidy up the back there. So here, let's trim these guys out. Thanks, Allison, for letting me share. So that means we'll have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're halfway there. Halfway there. Living on a prayer. Living on a prayer. You know, you want to sing too. Just goes with halfway there. Do you give the offcuts back to the client? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Her stash is it's right there. Yes. Oh, of course. I don't keep that. I don't keep that. Are you kidding? I have more fabric than I knew what to do with if I'd kept that. Oh, yeah. All the offcuts go back to the people's. They're not mine. It's their fabric. Unless they don't. Well, yes, exactly. I've had Ann Ward. She doesn't want any of her backings or anything left over. She's done with it when she gives it here. So. Oh, you're welcome, Miss Allison. They turned out really, really pretty. I was so excited. I was like, oh, she's in the chat today. I'll see if she wants me to share. Because I'm so happy with them. Happy, happy, happy. Yeah, see, Allison uses her leftovers too. I've seen them in other projects, like from a couple of first ones, and then I get, quilts a year or so later, and then it's, oh, God, I remember that. That was the back to such and such, or whatever, right? Oh, yeah, no, it doesn't belong to me, so it goes back to the customer. I mean, unless they tell me otherwise, but that's only happened once or twice, so. Other than that, I share. Do, sing as we quilt. Hey, exactly.
Exactly. Gotta be happy. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. That was me mentally clapping my hands. Oh, James gotta go. Bye. I need to go over now, please. Plus some sewing on travel case. There you go. Good job, buddy. Good job. Crack on. Get to work. So I say to one of the streamers I watch all the time. Come back from break. I'm like, yep, now I get to work. Crack on. I'm not his boss. Just like to be a little bossy sometimes. Clap, clap. There we go. Thank you, Miss Sass. Glad you're happy. And I appreciate that you get up so early in the morning, 2 mornings in a row, to come and hang out with us. You know, and even our UK buddies, you staying up late to hang out with us. I appreciate it. I really do. What do you mean sometimes? Oh, the neighbor's dog was barking. Oh my gosh. I was like, I wanted to yell at the window, that's where we're moving! But I didn't, because that really wasn't it. It was so annoying though. Oh, I'm using my board. I'm using my board to square it up, and I'm just trying to get a nice straight line, making sure it's even all the way across, using the nice flat edges of my board. And then trimming. There we go. All right. Let's do a little quick review of what we got here so far. But this one, the red. This one, the red. 5 golden rings, and of course the white. Lords a leaping, pipers piping, eggs a laying. I mean, hens a laying, not eggs a laying. Maids a milking. And I still have this chunk to play with still. So, I still was undecided. Maybe I'll take a bit of this stuff and stick it in between, or go around it, or something. Kind of like Pat's idea of just putting a strip of something in between and using it as a table runner itself, and like keeping these guys the whole, right? Because I think that would look cute. Especially with the little tree with the candy canes and stockings here. I mean, that's just adorable. And you could always put it the other way so they were facing out from each other, you know, especially if you want it to go on a table for everybody to enjoy. Could even probably stitch it that way. Line things up properly. Might work. To a dish towel. Oh, that's a good idea, Annie. Oh, I didn't think about that. That's a good idea. Dish towel, eh? I wonder if there'd be big enough ones to do that. Because I don't really want to cut it. I'll have to look. I'll have to looky-loo now. I like that idea. I really do. Isn't it? I know I don't really want to cut it up though, right? So, and it went with the 12 Days of Christmas. So I thought if anything we would cut around it and just do a heat and bond applique, but I don't want to do that. So I want to keep it kind of just the way it is because it's so pretty. So because I really like the green holly all the way around. I just think it really complements the whole project, and then of course it matches the holly that I put on too, right? So yeah. No, well, that's a good idea. I like that. That's a great idea. Finish my tea. I think I finished my tea. Yeah, a little plaid in between. I was thinking the same thing. I thought that might look nice. All right, let's Get another one done.
Another one bites the dust. Another one's gone, another one's gone, another one bites the dust. Hey, he's going to get you too. Another one bites the dust.
Vodka. No, it's water. You're so funny. It's just water.
Oh, Miss Sass.
You're adorable. You always think I'm drinking, which I don't know why. Is it because I'm happy all the time? Is that what makes you think I'm drinking? I'd be hammered in no time. Ooh, probably use a little bit wider one on that one. Sure it is. I wouldn't lie to you. Actually, let's go this way instead. Yeah. Do that. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Yes, I'd make a runner. That way it will look good on the table. Yeah, I think so too. Just gotta figure out what I want to do with it. Or how I want to do it.
How I want to do it.
Make sure we have enough here. Scooch down a wee bit. Get a little close to the edge. Alright, scoot this down. Yeah, will not miss the road traffic. That is for sure. Or the road vibrations. And it's not like the song good vibrations. No, it's annoying road vibrations. That's the name of the song. I had a customer, she was here the other day picking up her quilt. The truck just like, big truck, like revving right up the hill for no particular reason whatsoever. And she's like, oh my gosh, that's so loud. I said, yep. She goes, now I know why you're excited to move away. I said, it gets to you after a while. So after 12 years, I'm done. I am done listening to the road. Listening to the traffic. Mr. Speedworks, my handsome UK friend. How are you today? What's going on? We're working on 9 ladies dancing. So, do you have 12 placemats from this? Yes, I do. I will. I've got 6 done already, and I will have 6 more to do. Well, this will be the 7th. I'm working on the other half. Trying to get my mother-in-law's phone email matched to her regular used email, and then entering it all correctly. Takes a darn while. Yeah, I thought I'd be back home more quickly than this. I bet. Tired but okay? Are you happy it's Friday? So why did you spit all over your desk yesterday, or spit your coffee all over your desk yesterday at work? That's what I'd like to know. Was it a good joke? Was you just had like coughing fit or what? It's like, what happened there, Speedworks? Come on, buddy. Tell the tale. Oh yeah, no, it never takes 5 minutes. Oh, I gotta sneeze again. I'm sorry. Oh. Do you want to see what I made, Taraja, Mr. Speedworks? I gotta finish it though. We were telling inappropriate. Inappropriate jokes. Oh, that's what was going on, eh? Thank you. Sorry. It took a swig of drinking, it went everywhere. Oh man. That's funny. Oh boy. It happens. It happens. All right, maybe. Let's start off this section here. Foot down, needle up, go down, needle all around. Pick that bobbin thread up. Make sure you hold it. You got both of them wrapped like around your little finger, just or a finger, not necessarily.